back to the Crochet Granite. Those my friends at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to do the 4 different stitches. They're all the same stitch though, and there's 4 different videos that are exactly the same thing. So it's either the granite, the moss, the linen, or the woven stitch. Now this one here is done with an odd chain, so it's multiples of 2 plus 1. This one is the easier one of the types of stitches to do because every row is exactly identical. The only time you may not want to use this is on clothing because the outside edging is not exactly identical to each other like it is on the other one when you use an even number chain. So let's begin this process, and this is really quite simple, and let's grab our crochet hook and play. To do this stitch, you're going to chain in multiples of 2 and then add 1 at the end. So go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. When you're happy with the width of it, just add 1 more, and yes, you could just count an odd number 2, that'll work. So just lay it against something and then you'll get the right size. So we're going to start immediately, and we're going to begin row number 1. To do row number 1, you're going to go second chain from the hook, so 1 and 2, and I always like the back hump of the chain. If you prefer the regular, then do it, and you're going to single crochet. You're going to chain 1 and skip 1 and single into the next. If you watch the other video, you know that we're starting off exactly the same way. It's the end of the row that changes. So chain 1, skip 1, chain, single into the next, and you do this all the way across. So just grab your chain and just start playing. And it's the last 2 stitches that are going to change it from the other video that we had on this. So you're going to notice you're going to get all the way across, and you'll have 3 chains that are left. You've chained 1, you're going to skip 1, and you're going to single crochet in the next. And you're going to notice is that there's an extra chain there. You want to use that, and you're going to single crochet in there. And it'll make sense in just a few seconds from now. So you basically, the last 2 stitches are a single crochet. Let's turn our work and begin the next row. To do the next row, it's always going to be the same now, going forever and ever. So chain 1 and single crochet into the first. You're going to notice is that there's a single crochet in the next, which is what we want. So we need to jump over that, and the only way to jump is to chain 1 and go right then into the next space after and single crochet. So keep playing in this chain 1 spaces only, and then chain 1 to jump to the next space, and do this all the way across. Now at the very end, it's going to change on how you're going to finish. So chain 1, and you're going to skip 1 and go right into the chain space. And you're going to notice is that you're chaining space, but there's another stitch left. So you're going to put in another single crochet. So the ending of this style of linen woven. So you're going to notice at the end of this row, there's 2 singles at the end. That'll always happen. So turn your work, chain 1, single into the first. And like you saw before, there's a single in the way. So we have to chain 1, jump over it, and come right into the space. So how you start the row is always going to be identical. Chain 1 and play within only the spaces. I'm going to leave an extra caution with you. When you match this stitch to something else in a sampler, this stitch tends to be tighter and it makes things buckle. So if you use this stitch with a sampler, it can always get a little complicated. So you're going to come into the space right before the end because you're jumping, and then you have another one to work with. So there's 2 singles in a row. So when you turn, chain 1, single into the first. There's a single in the way, so we want to jump over it, so chain 1 before you do that, and then come into the space. So you can do this until the cows come home. It's a great stitch to do. It's used in a lot of clothing, scarves, and more, and it's just really nice, easy, and it has some flexibility, but it's also really quite quick because you have the chain work in between the stitches as well. Just don't forget there's 2 singles in a row at the end of each row, and that's how you're going to do it. So this here is a great little stitch to know.